But Broncos, I've been on y'all head top all season. I stand in solidarity with y'all this Sunday, though, man. I'm a Broncos fan, man. I don't know what y'all saying is. Let's ride. Is that what it is? I don't know yet. I'm with y'all, Broncos. I think y'all gonna do it. I believe in Jarrett Stidham, whatever his name is. I believe in you. Sean Payton, don't let me down, man. Call a good game. Defense, do something. Referees, if y'all got to call some of them pass interferences again, whatever it takes, man. Go ahead and do. Oh, no, hold on. Do we have a Broncos fan here that like to say something? What do you got?
Broncos aren't gonna win, and guess what? Patriots. Bang!
Okay, there you go, man. What's up and welcome to Cover 2 with
BeeWoo and Earl knows it all. He having a little trouble, but we got him. He's gonna pick up the fumble, man.
Hey, man. Hey, even players mess up too, man. What's going on, man? I'm out of OD'd on football this weekend, man. So we got some pretty good games to get into. Some proclamations to make, some stuff to talk about, man. First and foremost, how was your weekend, man?
Man, it was definitely a great weekend. Got a little snow flurries. Definitely got full of football by the end of the weekend. And I mean, it was a buffet, so to say.
Yeah.
We definitely started out early Saturday, and it seemed like we just carried this thing all the way through Sunday night.
Yeah, started with drama in the first game and all of the games. None of them disappointed, really, man. Well, one of them did, but
one of them did.
That made my favorite part of the whole weekend, actually, man. But yeah, we're gonna get into them though. What better place to start than I think I owe somebody an apology, man. The Broncos pull off a big victory. I've been calling these people paper champs all year. They host as the 1 seed, the Buffalo Bills in Mile High or whatever they call it now, Invesco, whatever the new name of the stadium is at this point. And get a big victory in overtime, 33-30, man. Of course, the big news coming out of that game is they lose Bo Nix, and that was really crazy, man. Like, we got a text in our group chat. I thought it was a joke. I said, man, quit playing. Like, because at the time, I didn't see anything that happened to him, but watching the replays, now that everybody's been showing, you can see he was in some discomfort or whatever when he went to the bench. But 33-30, they move on to the conference championship game, of course, that they will host. And Bo Nix out for the rest of the season with a broken ankle, man. Me and you have been having a discussion about Bo Nix, and you try to say I say the Broncos, but it's really about Bo Nix, not the Broncos, man. I clearly have a target to hit. And I'll say this about Mr. Bo Nix, man. He outplayed the MVP. Now, take that for what it's worth, because the MVP played pretty bad, which we're going to talk about as well. But he made some plays, man, in this game and won the game at the end of the game, essentially for his team, along with some help from the Zebras. But that's neither here nor there, man. But you want to do a victory lap, man, since you say, you did your research and you felt like this was the team. I'll give you the floor, man. There you go. Do your thing, man.
Well, just as I was saying, and what you were saying, I told you so, and we shall see. So
two phrases that don't really go together, but whatever though, man.
Hey. So when you brought this up, and I want to say, and you guys can get in the comment section and let us know. But there was talk kind of midways towards the latter part of the season. Are the Broncos for real? And I said, let me get back with you on all the Broncos, because now you want to contract to say, Bo, you said Bo Nix. But you said all the Broncos for real.
That's what I
And
asked.
I said, I will get back with you after I follow this team. I really don't do a lot of watching or following of the Broncos, is what I stated. And upon further review, as they say in the NFL, here we are in the AFC Championship team, and
Are you
we
French?
are still talking about
Yeah.
all
Oh,
the Broncos
we the people. Okay. Gotcha.
for real. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And hey, I'm gonna let you live because you held your end up like a man and you apologize
No,
to the
nothing.
Broncos organization and Bo Nix. So I'm gonna let you live because hey, one thing I can accept when a man says I can show him mercy when he says I was wrong.
Not so
So
fast.
hey,
Uh, I said I was going to apologize to him because he outplayed the MVP. Now, if you ask me 100 more times, I'm still going to say Bo Nix is cheeks. Like, that's just the bottom line, man. And I'm not one to kick a man when he's down. So he did a great job. He got his team to the conference finals. As I sent y'all in the group text, Sean Payton might be a magician. He might be a ordained minister. He might be a lot of different things. Who knows, man? He's a miracle worker. All of those things, man. Because you know, hey, I seen Bo Nix quite a bit, man, and Bo Nix ain't never beat one of my teams before, so I'm just going off of that, man. That's all I was going off of. And if you're a Buffalo Bills fan, I'm sure you probably are feeling the heat now, and upset about what happened because I don't think anybody was picking Bo Nix uh, over the Bills, man. And I'm not trying to change the argument. I said the Broncos weren't for real because they don't have a quarterback, is what I said. So I can't believe in if you don't have a quarterback. I think we look at these things in different ways, man. I'm a guy that I trust good quarterback play. I'm gonna always choose the quarterback 9 times out of 10, man. So if the quarterback is good, you know, I'm gonna ride with that team, man. The quarterback is a great deodorant sometimes for a team that stinks. So in reverse of that, sometimes if you got a stinky quarterback, man, he will definitely bring your team down. And we're gonna have to talk about that a little bit later on too. But yeah, man, I just think it's unfortunate that Bo Nix was injured right when I was well, I'm not gonna say I was coming around on him. I'm not gonna lie to the people. But when he had his shining moment, it's one shining moment. He finally won a big game, finally showed up in a big game, man. Shouts out to him, man. I don't wish any ill will on anyone. So sucks that he is injured in this moment. Sucks for Broncos fans. As you know, I birthed a Broncos fan. I don't know how that happened, but uh, I had to break the bad news to him, and he's still confident, man. So he got me a little confident, I guess, man. Jarrett Stidham, let me make sure I get this name right. Will start the conference championship game for these guys. I keep confusing him with Jason Statham, who's the action movie hero, and that's what they probably gonna need uh, against the Patriots. But we'll see what happens, man. This guy becomes the first guy in NFL history to not throw a pass in the regular season and start in the conference championship game. So uh, Sean Payton seems to be pretty confident. I wouldn't expect him to say anything else. So get up there and say,
I mean, you're right.
"Screw, we gonna lose." Like, he said, "Hey, I like this guy with the Saints. I want to draft him." When he went to New England, we know he was coached well. When he went out to Las Vegas, the last place he made a start at, I think he threw for 350 yards. Josh McDaniels was his coach in that game that he got started. And he said, he was coached well under Josh McDaniels, and it was a love fest between Josh McDaniels, I guess, and Sean Payton. And he said, "Hey, we scouted him and we brought him in here as a backup. We feel like he could start for quite a few teams in the NFL. He just happens to be our backup." So, all of that being said, Sean Payton is a great coach, and we're gonna get to another reason why when I make my prediction on this game, things could be a little shaky. People think I've ran out of ammo, but I have not. Uh, still
Of
got
course
one.
not. Of course not.
Yeah, I think Stidham is going to get coached up, and we'll see what happens, man. Now, BeeWoo, we got to clear out, man. This was supposed to be Josh Allen's year, man. Now, go with me if you can. I don't know if you even remember this. About 2 years ago, maybe. We've been doing this show for 4 years. It was maybe 2 years ago, I think. If I'm wrong about that, could have been 3 years ago. Who knows? Don't misquote me. Blame it on the head, not the heart. But I recall you saying the Buffalo Bills window is shut. That's what you said. And and I wasn't on board with that, man. But look, man, Josh Allen choked in this game. He had 4 turnovers, 2 interceptions, 2 fumbles. He had the running game going for him. James Cook had over 100 yards rushing. Opportunity for them to beat a team that, again, had Bo Nix at quarterback, and he comes up short. What do you think about his performance? And furthermore, also the media seems to just baby this guy a little bit, man. They love Josh Allen. All reports are that he's such a great guy, which I don't doubt. Maybe he is, man. Who knows? But
Chris Collinsworth definitely loves him.
if any, Tony Romo can't help himself, man. Oh, Josh. Yeah, man. I mean,
And him too.
that's what, so they love this guy, and they seem to shoot him a lot of bail, man, because first it was, oh, well, he's going up against Mahomes. They even throw Joe Burrow in there. He's supposed to be better than Joe Burrow. I'm sorry. Like, Joe Burrow ain't never won no MVP. So I don't even know how, because he lost to Joe Burrow. Now Joe Burrow gets bigger status, I guess. Joe Burrow don't even know.
Escalated.
So
That,
since
that,
Josh
that
Allen,
tends to happen.
yeah, since he lost to Joe Burrow is great now, right? Lamar, maybe you should beat this guy a couple times. Who knows? But yeah, man, it's crazy to me that would be the case that they talk about him crying at the press conference, his teammates crying. Where is the vitriol? And not that I want vitriol for Josh Allen, because I actually think he's a pretty good quarterback too, but it's just weird the way he's covered sometimes, man. Just a note, just something to note, man. You got any comments or thoughts on that as well, man? Because like you said, Collinsworth, all of them love him, man.
I was joking with you this weekend about one of your favorite quarterbacks of all time, and I said, Josh Allen, welcome to the Matt Ryan school uh, of chokery. So, and they're kind of in the same category range, although, like I said, Matt Ryan hadn't been to very many playoffs.
Man, Ryan never had
So,
turnovers in a playoff game. I'm not gonna even dignify your comments. I'm
but
gonna
I
let you.
mean, when you talk about disappointment, we went over this briefly, last week. Hey man, Josh Allen, you have to win this game.
That's what you
All the head honchos are out of the way. You have a clear path to the Super Bowl now, and you lose to Bo Nix, man. That is not a good look. Um, I don't know what if you were persecuted today or not, but you should be. And um,
now he wasn't somebody got persecuted. It wasn't him though, man. The coach got persecuted, man. They fired the coach.
yeah, yeah.
Coach
But
fault.
Sean McDermott. I wish we'll talk about that later on. But yeah, I think Josh Allen. Um, you let Buffalo down, and um,
I'll
yeah,
shoot. He
go
said
ahead.
it down too. I mean, he took accountability. He said, "It's my fault. I feel like I let everybody down." So he did say that. I mean, it ain't him.
And,
He seems to be pretty stand up guy. Maybe that's why people like him. But yeah, man.
I mean, there's no way at this moment when you have all those guys out of the way like you did that you should come up losing this game. Um, it's just totally unacceptable. and everybody around the cities that watch football know that hey, Josh Allen got to get it done this weekend. That was the sentiment from everybody who I talked about this game. Josh Allen must get this win. He must get this victory. And yeah, you
Man,
didn't look.
this is the difference, and this like this is a football show, but you can either be Hakeem Olajuwon or you can be take your pick: Charles Barkley, Reggie Miller, Patrick Ewing, Karl Malone, John Stock. Like that's what this was. Ding dong, the witch is dead. I got a chance to win one and not have to go through the best player in the league right now. I don't even got to deal with him. He gone. He's out of the way. I don't even got to deal with Lamar, and you've been beating Lamar, so I just got to beat Bo Nix and either CJ Stroud or Derek, maybe. That's it. Like, and it's right there in front of you, man. And you beat Trevor Lawrence, and that was kind of that one was a little shaky. You had to win that one at the end, and Trevor threw the interception. But yeah, I just like I said, man, I felt like this team wasn't gonna do it. When they lost that game to the Dolphins, when they lost to the Falcons, they never seemed like a real threat. Even though we all were saying, like everyone was saying, oh, it's their year to do it. They got to do it. I never had confidence that they would. I thought they was gonna lose to Jacksonville, truthfully. Now I did think maybe they had maybe a little bit of magic after winning that game, but of course, like we said, they end up losing that game, and coach gets fired. Part of course, some people are saying some of the other teams maybe should have held on a little longer before they made their coaching decisions because Sean McDermott is a pretty good coach. He won, I think, 5 division titles in a row, been to the AFC Championship game twice, a lot of different things, but they kept coming up short. You knew somebody was going to have to pay for this. And much like, well, Mike Tomlin resigned, but much like people calling for Tomlin in Pittsburgh, people tired of the Harbaugh show in Baltimore. This didn't surprise me at all when they lost that game. The timing did, I guess, because there were games going on Sunday. They didn't announce it then, but I thought he was going to be fired based on them losing. Like, this was their chance. This was the window. So we'll see what happens with Buffalo, man. Buffalo Bills fans, y'all let us know. Do you think McDermott should have been fired? I know people are crying. We didn't even talk about was it a catch, was it not a catch? It shouldn't have probably even had to come down to that, man, anyway. But, it is what it is, man. I didn't think in real time. I didn't make a big fuss about that because it didn't look like Brandon Cooks had the ball and control of the ball to me. Now, if you slow it down, it looks like he has it. But in real time, the ball was bobbling and the man just took the ball. I can live with that. I guess if you're a Buffalo Bills fan, you can't. But, so they'll probably, if they're watching this, Bills Mafia will probably kill us for that too and say, oh, we can't caping for the NFL. But, why would the NFL have it out for Josh Allen, the biggest star left in this game? Like, they would want him to go to the
Yeah, I would think they would. I would think they would want him to be
yeah,
there. You
yes,
know, I don't think that they would want to see their MVP out the door. So, you
no.
know,
We
uh,
we seen him at work before, man. We seen Tom Brady get a lot of calls in his life. I mean, they gonna try to make sure they get the guy that they want. So I don't think it was I think they just called it the way they saw that, man. So it is what it is.
yeah,
Now,
and I mean, one more. I want to go back to Josh Allen and just make this notable mention.
uh,
Like, I don't care if you are still not supposed to lose next week either. You're supposed to be in the Super Bowl. And as good as people are claiming the Patriots to be, you are supposed to take this team all the way. And you failed them. And look at what you done to your coach. He's
yeah,
out of there.
hey man, you Hakeem Olajuwon on Reggie Miller, man. If you that guy, like they keep telling me you that guy, when the man got out the way, Hakeem went and got him too, and they cooked it up. It was like, I'm set for life. So this is your chance, man. But moving right along, man. This game, it was not much to talk about in this game. It was over with as soon as it started. We heard all the talk about Sam Darnold's oblique and is he going to be okay? Sam Darnold could have not thrown one pass in this game, and Seattle would have won it. They take the opening kickoff for a touchdown. Former New Orleans Saint who got traded, Shaheed Rashid or Shaheed. I'm sure I'm butchering his name. My former fantasy player that I had to trade because he did all that great stuff last season, and then as soon as I got him on my team, he did absolutely nothing. So shout out to him. But this isn't about me. He takes the opening kickoff, 7-0. The game kicked off so quick. I still was watching post-game stuff from the Broncos, and I got a text saying, "Oh, the game is not over within the first quarter." I said, "Oh, Seattle must have did something good. Turnover is up 7-0 already." And the game was over. They only put up 6
The
points.
game was
It
the
was
game
over.
was very much over. The 49ers, not making an excuse for them, but they came into this game
Man,
very wounded.
yeah.
And yeah, and I didn't, I talked to a couple of diehard 49er fans who still had belief and hope that, that this team was going to prevail. And I don't know how they thought they were going to do that because I didn't see it. I didn't think Seattle would, put
That's
belt the what the
yeah,
young folks like to say.
not that bad. I mean, we
Not
just these two teams 2 weeks ago, and they got 3 points in that game against us. So I knew they was gonna have some trouble scoring, but I thought they would keep it a little close. I didn't think it'd be a blowout like this, but yeah, 41
no.
was yeah. Shout out to them for letting me get some sleep on Saturday night, man. 'Cause that thing was
Right.
quick, and there was no threat of even though I think I joked and said Tom Brady gonna start pulling out his 28-3 material. It was none to be found. They didn't have any hope in the world, man.
Not at all.
Yeah, man. I mean, like we said, injuries, of course, gave the 49ers pretty much no chance in this game, man. Sam Darnold didn't have to do a lot. And the takeaway, of course, also, the Seahawks did take a big loss in this game. They lost their starting running back, Zach Charbonnet. Now, they kind of got a two-headed monster with him and Walker, but Charbonnet is done for the season with a torn ACL. So, that's kind of tough for them. Much like Denver losing Bo Nix, they lose a big time piece of their team as well. And you still got like some injury concerns with Sam Darnold with this oblique. But I asked you this question before about the Broncos, and I don't know if you need to do more research if you've seen the Seahawks enough, but are we sleeping on the Seahawks, man? Because I haven't heard anybody really say the Seahawks. They the number one seed. And they've been smacking folks, but no one seems to think that they are the team. Are we sleeping on them, man?
I mean, I kind of would say, uh, when you speak about the Seahawks, are we sleeping on them? I would definitely say that. But they have definitely woke you up
Mm.
with or waking you up. You know, I think I missed their record when they was what 13-3 or 14-3, and
Well,
I was like, oh, okay, yeah, they are.
yeah, we did
So
talk about it. Yeah, they got the best record in the NFL. I mean,
they got So
they way
yes,
on the other side of the world, man. So
yes, we are definitely sleeping, and on the Seahawks. And they don't have a lot of hot commodity names on their team that that the common football player, a viewer would be knowing who these people are. But yeah, to answer your
they got
question,
one name that
I
everybody knows,
mean,
and that's kind of the problem. And I already told you how my mind is wired. If you got a quarterback that's a little, I ain't gonna be able to mess with you, man. Like Sam Darnold, I think is the reason why we sleep on them. Like we saw
and
some.
that's exactly what I was getting at. That is why we are sleeping on them because
Well,
of who their quarterback is. but Sam Darnold has shown you, you know, even and I think the NFL is slept on him because this is not the only team that he has done good with.
Regular season, like I think everybody saw them get smacked by Detroit last year in the playoffs. So I'm sure that's what San Fran fans is banking on. Like, oh, when he gets to the playoffs, we gonna smack them because we seen Minnesota. They was 13-4 last year with Minnesota, or 14-3, whatever. He got the most wins in back-to-back seasons, I think, in like NFL history for a quarterback, so, which is like a ridiculous stat that is Sam Darnold. And it's crazy because Sam Darnold was a number 3 overall pick. Like, he was highly touted coming out of USC. Like, he has the pedigree. So, I mean, you should think like, oh, yeah, top drafted quarterback. Now he's bounced around. He's been in Minnesota. He's been in New York with the Jets. He's been in Carolina. We don't even really remember Carolina. Him and Baker Mayfield was there together. Like, he's been in all these different. I think he may have been in. Was he in San Fran for a year too? I think he may have been in San Fran for a little stop.
Yeah,
So he's been everywhere. He done been with all the quote unquote geniuses. Kevin O'Connell in Minnesota, Shanahan. So maybe they worked some magic with him. The new genius, Clint Kubiak, who everybody wants as a coach. He's been under him this season. And, like I said, are we sleeping on him? Yes, we are. You said he's waking everybody up. Or you said the Seahawks are waking everybody up. We're going to make predictions after this game. I mean, after later on at the end of the show, I'm just going to say I have no dose, though. I think I still do not believe in these guys, man. I'm sorry. I can't do it. If your quarterback is sneaky, if he a little bit iffy, I just can't do it, man. But shout out to the Seahawks because I should rock with y'all because y'all spanked my enemy twice, Mr. Shanahan. So I'm down there. I appreciate y'all. Now, BeeWoo, we got to have a difficult conversation, man. It seems like I keep being forced into these situations where I have to, almost stand in solidarity with people who I don't want to stand in solidarity with, man. But just to keep a real show, man, we got to talk about CJ Stroud, dog. I don't know what's happened to this guy. They go into New England, another team that I hate, by the way. So this is probably why I have a little bit more heat for CJ Stroud because they played a game that was so winnable, man, against the Patriots, against a team that we keep saying is paper champs, man. And I'm not gonna front, they look pretty paperish to me. Like it was snowing out there, it was wet. Their paper was falling apart. Like Drake May kept fumbling the ball. But unfortunately, CJ Stroud, I don't know what was going on with him. It like he was panicked or anxious or trying to, I don't know if he's trying to do too much, but 4 interceptions in the game, man. Like, it's hard. 4 in the first half at that. 4 picks in the first half, man. And they were only down still. I think it was 14-6 or something like that. What was the score? 14-10 at halftime?
14-10.
Like, yeah, man. Or they were down 21-10 at halftime. I think the last interception he threw got took back. So yeah, 21-10 at halftime. They still were in this game until late in the game, despite him doing everything in his power to lose this game. This has been a show since we've been on that has praised this guy, praised DeMeco Ryans. We've been riding with him. They like the honorary team that we both can agree on. That was a horrible performance yesterday, though, man. On top of the horrible performance on Monday night he had, that he got saved by the defense from against the Steelers, man. Like, what's going on with this guy, man? Like, has he lost his confidence, or he looked like he was on the sideline looking like, man, somebody come save me. Like, I don't know. I can't get out my own way right now.
I mean, I don't know, man. Like, he definitely didn't look very confident.
No.
And he was like, I don't know. He was doing too much. And, D'Amico Ryans say, hey, man, just settle down, and trust your teammates. Your defense got you.
Yeah.
And that's what he said. And that's what he said coming out of halftime. That's the same thing I said going into halftime, like, hey man, don't ju- just be a game manager.
Just take the
And
sack. Like, why are you throwing? Like, if you just keep getting sacked, like the best thing you could have did was punt the ball in this game. If you just keep punting it to New England, you're gonna win the game. You already up. They was up 10-7. Like, punt the ball. The
yes,
first interception he threw, he saw a man in front of him and just threw the ball straight up in the air. Like, what are you doing, guy? And after that one, like, if it was just that one, cool. Like, okay, you got a little anxious. I'm sure they over there talking to him on the sideline, like, look, the defense keep getting fumbles. They keep getting it. Drake May doing the same thing you doing. He got a diaper on. He pissing himself too. You got to stop at some point and be like, oh, it's cool. We're going to win this game. Like, we in control of the game. I'm messing up, but we in control. All I got to do is just not do too much. Just don't turn the ball over. That's all I got to
that's it. I
do.
mean, he could never get settled into the game. I think the Texans might have should have ran the ball a little more, and just kind of took the ball out of his hand.
New England was stopping the run, and and their defense did. I will give them credit. Their defense was getting after him. I will give them credit for that. But
They were, yeah, they were.
you had
But,
everything. Yeah.
but I mean, even in all of that, um, the game was still, when you were up 10-6 or whatever it was at that
You had
point.
the ball. It was 21-16. You driving down the field. And that's how life works sometimes, I guess. Now Woody Marks fumbled the ball while you driving down the field. Like, you finally done stop throwing all these interceptions and look like you finna drive and maybe take the lead. And you get a fumble from your running back, your rookie running back. Then it's like, this just ain't meant to be, I guess, man. Because yeah, man.
And even in that, I asked during the game, and I understand Nick Chubb got some bad knees,
Yeah,
but you probably want to just work him a little more than what he did just for the sake of he's been here. And but they were stopping the run, but
yeah.
the defense was playing good. And just give them a little more. They came out in the beginning of the game, tried to settle them down a little bit, with a quick pass, rollout pass, and he couldn't even hit the guy on that. He overthrew the guy on that. Um, yeah, it was just a horrible game. I don't know what's going on with CJ Stroud. He has definitely fallen off the wagon.
He had one of the greatest rookie years of all time, man. Like, we looking at him like, oh, he the next. It's a video on our page. Well, I said, oh, in the next 5 years, it's gonna be like Mahomes. They're gonna be getting out the way. CJ Stroud gonna be the guy. He has failed completely off since then, man. So much to the fact that I'm in the group chat saying, put Davis Mills in the game. Famous words I never thought I would say. But Davis Mills went 3-0 this year with this team and kind of got them back on track, and helped started them on a win streak to get to the playoffs. So that's why, and you heard even Swagoo and RC going back and forth at halftime about, like, Swagoo was with me. He said, put Davis Mills in the game. If you put Davis Mills in the game, Texas is gonna win this game. You got to sit CJ down. And I get what Ryan Clark was saying. If you set him down now, because we had this conversation about the Falcons sitting down Michael Penix Jr. in third game of the year, whatever game it was against Carolina. If you do that now, you've opened up the floodgates to, this is not our quarterback no more, especially in a playoff game. And this guy has a contract extension that you got to decide if you're going to give it to him. Now, he probably has blown this money anyway at this point based on his performance in this game, but it's no turning back after you bench him. The only time in history, I don't think I ever seen this in the NFL, but shout out to Nick Saban against Georgia. Georgia was getting in Jalen Hurts behind, and he said, hey, Jalen, come sit with me. Tua get out there and win the game. And Tua made a couple passes, won the game for Georgia with Calvin Ridley. That's why I never liked Calvin Ridley, by the way, in that game. But yeah, I'm thinking, this ain't Madden. These ain't robots. They're human beings that you work with every day, that you got a lot of love and respect for, that you got to work with the next day. So I get why D'Amico didn't bench him, because he's thinking about the young man, and that's the kind of guy D'Amico is. And he probably did believe, hey, all you got to do is just stop throwing the ball to the other team, dog. Like, we're going to be all right. But it's just a disconnect. Couldn't get there. and they was too far behind the 8 ball, and it is what it is. But CJ Stroud is gonna have to do some real. It's a lot of clips on the internet going around there talking about after his rookie year. He said on top 5 is Mahomes, then it's me, and then Lamar. He had to stuff above Lamar, above Josh Allen, above Joe Burrow. Humbling experience.
Wow.
Very humbling experience. They showing the video of him talking to Caleb Williams, talking about, hey man, hey, come here. Hey, look, keep your head up. Like, dude, you the same age as this guy, man. Like, you gotta relax. So people love to kick you when you're down, man. And I'm rooting for CJ. I think he's a good young man. Seems to have his head on straight. He got the talent, man, but you got to do the work too now. So now it's time to get back in the lab, and you got to go to work. As simple as that, man. We'll see what happens with him and go from there. But yeah, that was a tough game to watch, man. If you were a Texans fan, I'm sure you was yelling at the TV and very upset.
Indeed, you were.
My phone. I got a couple text messages before this recording saying, "Hey, I want what y'all got to say now." This is what I have to say about the Patriots. They still paper champs, man. Like Drake May. If you saw that game as a Patriots fan and thought Drake May MVP, that's what they keep telling me. We're gonna be all right. Now, Patriots fans have had so much success, so they are just delusional about their team. They think they are the greatest thing since sliced bread. They love Vrabel. He's from that Patriots tree. He won Super Bowls with them. You got Randy Moss them at the game, Teddy Bruschi, all those folks at the everybody's just having a great old time. And and to top it off, the night before they see, Bo Nix is hurt. So we got it. They are already booking their tickets to go to the Bay to the Super Bowl, man. They think it's in the books. It's a wrap. Me, I did say this now, and I may have to go back and find this tape. I did say if it comes down to the Broncos versus the Patriots, I'm taking the Broncos because I don't believe in the Patriots. So, and maybe that comes from a place of hate, but watching those two teams, I still don't think I like the Patriots defense. I just don't think Drake May. I done seen Drake May play 5 times this season, I think maybe. I ain't seen him. I don't see it with him, man. I'm sorry. I don't. Like, if the Falcons hit the extra point, they probably wind up losing that game. If they lose to the Bills in the game, I seen them. The Chargers game they just played, he did nothing in that game. The defense won that game, and he had 4 or 5 fumbles in this game. I think he lost 2 of them. He played just as bad as CJ Stroud did. He just didn't throw the ball to the team, but he was fumbling in there everywhere, man. So I don't believe in the Patriots now. Of course, I'm sure they are the favorites to make it to the Super Bowl right now, based on Jarrett Stidham being the quarterback for the Broncos. But even in the coaching battle, and we're gonna get into this game later on, but I just don't believe in the Patriots. That's what I'm saying, man. Now, they look pretty vulnerable to me. We talked about how bad things were for them. They just happen to they got a great catch from Keyshawn Booty at the end of the game, a one-handed catch. They're timely. They make timely plays. I'll say that for them if you're a Patriots fan. So, but I don't believe in them. I think it's going to be very tough to call this AFC championship game because it's much like the season. Who can you believe in, man? Who's giving you enough? Again, if you look at the games like I'm looking at them based on quarterback play, it's very tough for you to say, hey, I believe in this team because their quarterback play was not very good so far in the playoffs. But they keep winning, man. So maybe they'll win in spite of him, man. You got anything else on the Patriots? Any analysis you want to give on them, man? What you seen with them?
Former Patriot, I was talking with, got at me. Don't care to mention his name, but former Patriot got at me, and I just had to let him know that, man, I am rooting for anybody to beat y'all, and it don't matter how long it takes. I just want to see you fall on any stage you fall on. So that's how I feel about them. And I am not looking forward to you guys putting up another Super Bowl banner in Foxborough or any other borough in around this country. So that's all I got to say.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get our wish, man. It's gonna come sooner or later. I'm holding out hope. The last game may have been the most exciting game of the weekend, man. Definitely had some great plays. The Rams win an OT thriller over the Bears, man, in Chicago. Frigid weather. I think it was 18 degrees there at the time of the game. Wind chill was like 8, one of the coldest games in NFL history. A lot of people felt like the Rams, West Coast team, California dome team, they weren't going to be able to come into the cold and handle their business. But like Matthew Stafford said, man, I played in this division for 10 plus years. Like I played in this weather every year at this time. Well, not that time of year, but in December he played, not January maybe. But yeah, this is not nothing that was new to him. Even at 38 years old, he still got one of the stronger arms in the league. So wouldn't be an issue as far as that. And the Rams, they are a pretty balanced team as far as they can run the ball. Their defense secondary is what people say is a little shaky, but even after they won that game, big play by the secondary, they said at the end of the game, we heard people talking about our secondary. They had 3 interceptions in this game, so they seem like the most complete team outside of Seattle. I will give Seattle a little bit of love as well, but big game. And man, like I said, Caleb Williams in that fourth down play, I almost became a believer, man. And I will say this: I think Caleb Williams is going to be all right. I think the Bears are going to be all right. Bears fans, y'all lost this game. It was a heartbreaker. Um, Ernesto, our buddy, was texting with me before we started recording. I even put in the group chat while they was driving down the field. I'm pretty sure they was going to score a touchdown. Should they go for 2? He just texted back early and was like, "Hey, they should have went for 2, man." I said, easy for us to say, of course, because it's real life. There's no way you go for 2 and don't get it. and then you would have been on every national Stephen A, Skip Bayless, whoever else, Gilbert Arenas, any talking head that you can name would have been calling you an idiot for the rest of eternity if you would have did that. So I get why they didn't do it, but he made a good point though. Ernesto said you got the ball at the 2-yard line. Like if I would have told you it's OT and you got the ball at the 2-yard line one play, would you have been cool with that? I said, yeah, but you just can't do it, man. You don't want to put yourself in that position for failure. So Caleb throws an interception at the end of the game. A lot of people getting on DJ Moore about not continuing in his route.
You got to continue that route.
You do. I don't know what he was doing, what he was looking at. He just broke the route off, and then he almost looked surprised, like, oh, the ball is coming. And he had a clear view at the cornerback breaking on the ball at some point. Now, we saw this in this Texans game. CJ Stroud probably could have threw a couple more picks because his receivers start batting the ball down at certain times when those guys are breaking on the ball. Like, you got to do something to give some kind of effort. Like, oh, let me not let this be the way this ends. But, Cam Curl, I think is the gentleman's name, who got the interception. And, yeah, the rest is history, man. They drive down, get the field goal, win the game. And the Rams are heading out to Seattle now to go play. But Caleb Williams is like a video game, man. He can run the ball a little bit, scramble around. And it's almost like, if you got a player, not for another basketball analogy, but you be like, no, don't shoot it. But you see him shooting, like, oh, yeah, okay, cool. I don't want to compare him to Steph Curry, but when Steph Curry first started on his run, you like see him do stuff that nobody ever would do in basketball, like coming across half court and just heaving up a shot. Like, what are you doing? Or dribbling between 3 or 4 people behind his back and just letting the ball fly, turning around and be like, every coach in America would say, that's stupid. Why are you doing that? When I seen Caleb Williams on 4th down turn around and start running the opposite way, I'm like, he's about to get sacked and this game finna be over with. But the boy got one of the strongest arms in the world. He turns around. It's a 4th and 4 play at the 14-yard line. He's at the 45 at this point and just turns around and heaves it and makes the catch wide open in the end zone. Like, phenomenal play. I'm yelling and screaming. Elijah's yelling and screaming. Everybody, I'm getting text messages from my coworkers. They like, they talking about, I'm in my house screaming. Like, it was one of the greatest playoff moments that you could ever have, man. So, hopefully that's something the
Yeah,
Bears can build on. Like, don't let that be the moment, Bears. That's my advice, I guess.
man. We were talking about that play this morning,
Yeah,
and and I was ecstatic myself when I seen it, and I'm just still thinking about the arm and the lower body strength because he had three guys like right there in his face,
yeah.
and I'm thinking he was just running away to get out of there to throw it up, and it was going to go out of bounds. I'm
Yeah.
thinking he's just trying to get rid of it,
Pinpoint
and
accuracy. Like,
and like
yeah,
the accuracy, it was like, I- you know, it was very Michael Vick-ish to Deshaun Jackson, but Vic is so fast and elusive that no one was on him like that, even though he was scrambling. But this man had these guys right here, and man, like this just shows the physical specimen
yeah.
that Caleb Williams is to be able to scramble back from the 20-yard line back to the 50 and heave the ball up there off his back foot. Like
In
I, I
in
just I just
18-degree
yeah,
weather, in the wind, like in the
in the
snow.
wind, in the snow.
Yeah,
Like that is the most amazing thing that God has ever a football field to take place
yeah.
because man, I'm just looking at oh man, the adrenaline, the nerves, the everything that's going on, and you just bam.
Moment. This is the season. This ain't like a third down play or something. Like, this is the season too. Like, we going home if we
It
don't get
was
this.
fourth down.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
2 weeks in a row he did this. He did this against the Packers on fourth down. He scrambled away, made it throw on the sideline, and they get the first down to drive. Like, the Bears, y'all got y'all one, man. Caleb Williams is a sight to see, man.
And the guy I was talking to today, he's like, man, he must have to practice that because there is no way that he did that. I'm like, man, I don't know, man.
It's
Like
thing,
that
it's just this thing. And
that that that,
it's
that is something.
you said Michael Vick's name. Now, all day Saturday in preparation before we get ready to watch the game, I said, Elijah, you know who Michael Vick is? No, who is Michael Vick? Hold on. Get YouTube about an hour clip of Michael Vick just making plays. So we got a Michael Vick fan now. And he's already uh, a Denver Broncos fan through and through. He thinks John Elway, a lot of people think this is the greatest quarterback of all time. He's sitting there watching this play. This boy is 6 years old, man. He said, it looked like only two people could have threw that ball, John Elway or Michael Vick. I said, what? And I said, you're right. Yeah. And Caleb Williams now. Yeah, that's about it, man. Yeah, yeah. Sound
Oh,
enough
I mean,
by you, man.
well, and I mean, you can't leave out Steve Young though. I mean, if you Steve Young can get around and scramble too.
Steve Young
So
is great. Oh, I will say, okay, so we not Randall Cunningham had an arm like that too. He
Ra-
could do that ball like that.
Randall, but man,
Yeah,
not taking anything away from a young man, Caleb Williams.
yeah,
I kind of feel bad that these guys did not win this game
I did.
because it would have made the moment so much sweeter. And
Yeah.
I wish they could have got
That's, like I
that
said,
win.
Bears fans, I am Bears fans. Y'all can't do that. Bears players and coach Ben Johnson, y'all seem like y'all got a coach. Y'all got a good running game. Y'all got some a defense that's feisty. Y'all got the quarterback, man. That's the most quarterback play. You got your quarterback. You got your coach who seems like he know what he's doing too. Don't let this be the moment. Don't go back to being the Bears that y'all have been being, that y'all be out the playoffs for another 10 years. Like, build on this moment. Come back in the NFC. and make a run at it, man. The crazy thing is, the way the NFL is, man, sometimes that's your shot. And if you don't make, the best of it at that time, you may never get back there again, man. So, Dan Marino probably thought after his second year, hey, man, I'm going to be back in the Super Bowl, but never got back there. So we'll see, man. But I like Caleb Williams a lot, man. He's a fun guy to watch, man. Fun guy to watch. Now, like we said, the Rams win that game, man. I think the Rams, to me, I said this maybe week 5 or week 6, even though they keep finding ways to lose some of these games, I think they're the most complete team still. And, they just keep winning them. They got coach and quarterback, 2 important things. You got Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay. I think the Rams, they're going to be all right. But before we get to the NFC game, AFC Championship, man. Patriots, Broncos. I think that's the first game at 2 or 3 o'clock on Sunday. Broncos fans, y'all got Jarrett Stidham, man. Look like it might be all downhill from here. I don't know what the number is. I'm sure the Patriots fans everywhere are just rejoicing that they finna go to the Super Bowl. They back in it. They had 3 or 4 down years, whatever it was, since Brady left, maybe 5 years, I guess. They had to go through the little Cam Newton, Mac Jones era. And look at you, voila. You were 4-13 the last 2 years, and now you look like you're going to the Super Bowl. Not so fast, though, my friends, man. The Patriots have never beat the Broncos in Denver in the playoffs. Thomas Brady went there and played, lost twice. Back before I was born, I think in 83 or 82, they lost to John Elway. 84, maybe, I guess. I don't know. They don't win in Denver, man. So maybe it's some kind of magic there. Who knows, man? We got to hold our hope some kind of way. But Broncos, I've been on y'all head top all season. I stand in solidarity with y'all this Sunday, though, man. I'm a Broncos fan, man. I don't know what y'all saying is. Let's ride. Is that what it is? I don't know yet. I'm with y'all, Broncos. I think y'all gonna do it. I believe in Jarrett Stidham, whatever his name is. I believe you. Sean Payton, don't let me down, man. Call a good game. Defense, do something. Referees, if y'all got to call some of them pass interferences again, whatever it takes, man, go ahead and do. Oh, hold on. Do we have a Broncos fan here that like to say something? What do you got?
Broncos are going to win. And guess what? Patriots. Bang!
Okay, there you go, man. Now, I like I said, when I was looking very sad after the Patriots won yesterday, and Elijah walked in the room and said, "Don't worry, man. The the Broncos gonna take care of him." I said, "He done called every other game, right? So maybe I just ride with him now." I called all of them wrong, so we'll see, man.
We shall see.
We shall see. There you go. That's what I have to resort to now, man. We shall see. I'm gonna change my name to Earl. We shall see, man. I don't know that.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Is there any way you think the Broncos will win this game, or who are you picking in this game? I don't
Man, there is no question about who I'm picking in this game. I am not neither one of these teams fans. I do not care for the Patriots or the Broncos, but I do not care for the Patriots even more. I think my hate for the Patriots and yours is about equal.
I
And
don't know.
therefore,
I hate them. I will say it.
Yeah, therefore, I definitely would have to uh, put my trust in the Broncos and hopefully Sean Payton instead of he can manage. We talk about Bo Nix managing the game. This guy is Stidham definitely is going to have to manage the game, and hopefully the Broncos defense can play like never before. And I don't get into the altitudes and all that kind of stuff. And
like we just seen Drake May be. he may be giving you the ball quite often. So you don't even got to play like that before. Like you said, Stidham, just don't mess up, buddy. Because that guy over there is going to give you the ball a couple times. So
he's going to just don't mess up. Keep everything manageable, and don't try to be uh a hero, just ride the wave. That's it.
Turn around, hand it to RJ Harvey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the running game didn't do much against Buffalo. I think Bo Nix led them in rushing with 29 yards. So, but that
And I still, and I don't think anybody's seen how Bo Nix even got hurt. Like I don't.
freak accident. I mean, like a regular run. Like he rolled out, and I mean, the man grabbed his leg, but it didn't look like. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, that was crazy, but yeah, America's with you, Broncos. Hey, man. Despite what all the old Patriots may say, America don't run on Duncan this week. We running on Broncos. Let's go, Jarrett Stidham. Let's go, Sean Payne. Make it happen, baby. We don't want to see them folks in the Super Bowl again, man. Now, of course, the NFC Championship game is a rematch. Division rivals. NFC West put 3 teams in the playoffs this year. You had to figure that it may come down to one of these 2 teams or 3 teams. We back up now, being in it. I would say I'm around with the Rams, man. I'm going with the quarterback. I'm going with Sean McVay, who has the experience. He's been there before. He's won the Super Bowl. He's experienced the heartbreak of not having it now. He had Jared Goff back when that happened. So, he's got him a legit, dare I say, Hall of Fame, definitely probably MVP this year in Matthew Stafford. And Stafford is going to make the plays when they need to be made. You got Puka Nakul. You got Devontae. This team is actually kind of loaded, man. Like, they got a lot of guys on their team, man. Jared Verse on defense. They got a good defense up front. The secondary made some plays against Caleb Williams, had 3 interceptions. So, and I'm probably stuck on that Thursday night game that I saw the Rams. The Rams was up by 17 in that game, late in the game, and they blew it. And I think they know if they would have won that game, this game probably would be in LA at this point because, maybe they don't lose to the Falcons as well. Maybe they close out their season and get the #1 seed. But that kind of started Seattle on their run or continued their run as far as being able to wipe everybody out and get your #1 seed. I'm not going to trust Sam Darnold, unfortunately, man. And I think that Charbonnet injury, the running back, I think that may be bigger than we, probably are thinking just because they got 2 good running backs. So I'm going with the Rams in this game, man. I don't have a score, but I think Matthew Stafford and company and Sean McVay get back to the Super Bowl again. And yeah, man, that's who I'm going with. Who you like in this one?
Man, this is a tough call because I have so much love for Matt Stafford, and I think you were kind of reminding me of who the Rams are and what their capabilities of uh you know the offense that they have on this side of the ball. But when you look at, man, I do not want to see those Patriots win another Super Bowl. You might want to take the Seattle Seahawks because I think they have the best defense out there that is capable of getting this Patriots team stopped right now if it comes down to that. I think the Rams will be in a shootout with with uh, the Patriots, and I don't think that is something with this Ram team that I want to trust. Even though I like Matt Stafford and all the things they got, I'm going to have to take the Seattle Seahawks in this one, man, to you know get this job done and make sure that there's no loose ends.
Hey, man, I'm not mad at you. I don't want to see the Patriots win either. So I can understand where you're coming from, man. Now it's the perfect time for us to get the comments from the fans, man. What do you guys think? We got Championship Sunday, man. 2 games left, 4 teams. Comment below. Tell us who you think will win it. I'm sure Patriots fans, if y'all out there, y'all are gonna be on our head for not giving y'all any love or saying, hey, But
Ain't no love.
what it is, man. But
No love.
man, tell us what y'all think, man. And make sure you subscribing to the channel, man, and you turn your notifications on so you do not miss a thing. We will, of course, be back here next week to see if we are right, see if we have picked this thing right. And if our dreams will come true, or if it's gonna be a nightmare, and the Patriots will be in the Super Bowl again, man. BeeWoo, you got anything else for the people, man?
Hey man, it was a great weekend of football. Comment and let us know who you think is gonna make it, to the Super Bowl. We'll see if you're right here next week. Hopefully here in Atlanta, they're talking about it's supposed to be an ice storm.
That's what I
So hopefully, so hopefully we will be able to get a chance to.
Omen, man. It was an ice storm on the Rams, the greatest show on turf. Went to the Super Bowl, man. So we'll see. It was Championship Sunday against the Buccaneers.
Championship Sunday. Hey, but hopefully we'll be able to get a chance to watch these games, this weekend and get back with you guys and see what went on and discuss what went on. But comment below, let us know. And as always, it's peace up, A-Town down.
Yes, sir.